So I just watched the State of the Union address, and the president talked about what has happened, what's happening, and what needs to happen. And I feel like everybody should do that. Take some time to look at what's happened in the past. What have we been through? And what's going on right now? What do we need to deal with? And then what needs to happen in the future? What's the plan? What's the vision? And address that. I think a lot of the times, especially if you're married or have families, you're going through things and you're just kind of, just everybody is kind of doing their own thing within the household when there really needs to be a point where everybody sits down and we talk about what we've been through, what we're going through, and then what needs to happen so that we're moving forward together as a unit, as a team, whether it's your family or work or even if it's your friends. I have some friends that we sit down with and we sit down together and we hold each other accountable to our goals and what it is we're trying to achieve with our life. Uh, so I thought I heard somebody. I heard my girlfriend coming in. But you need to have that happen, whether it's quarterly, weekly, monthly, yearly, whatever it is. There has to be some point where you sit down and you give a state of the household or a state of the job or even a state of you. In the few videos before this one, I talked about having a manual for yourself so that you can keep track of how you operate and when you need a thought change and when you need maintenance, so to speak. But there's also a State of the Union address, which is, I think, more external, whereas the manual is more internal. Like, how do you, what do you need to be aware of internally in terms of functioning? And then you have your State of the Union, which is more about the group or the collective of like, how are we doing together in this relationship? How are we doing in the household? How, at work or whatever it is. So, write down and think about the State of the Union address that you would give, even if you don't present it to them, just as an exercise, so that it does help you, take into account what's happened, what's happening, and what needs to happen, and who needs to make that happen. I see you guys tomorrow, and I'll probably talk, Valentine's Day is coming up. Happy Valentine's Day for those of you who are celebrating it early for whatever reason. See you tomorrow.